Resident Evil, City of the Dead. Written by S.D Perry, based on the popular video games by Capcom. Prologue. Raccoon Times, August 26th, 1998. Mayor announces Keep City Safe plan. Raccoon City. On the front steps of City Hall, Mayor Harris announced in a press conference yesterday afternoon that the City Council will be hiring at least 10 new police officers to join the Raccoon Police in response to the continued suspension of the Special Tactics and Rescue Squad, or STARS, in effect since the brutal murders that plagued Raccoon earlier this summer. Joined by Police Chief Brian Irons and all of Raccoon's council members, Harris assured the gathered citizens and reporters that Raccoon City will once again be a safe community in which to live and work, and that the investigation into the 11 cannibal murders and 3 fatal wild animal attacks is far from closed. Just because no one else has been attacked in the last month doesn't mean that the elected officials in this city can relax, Harris stated. The good people of Raccoon deserve to have confidence in their police force and to be secure in the knowledge that their political representatives are doing everything possible to ensure each citizen's safety. As many of you know, the STARS suspension is likely to become permanent. That unit's gross mishandling of the murder investigations and its subsequent disappearance from Raccoon City suggests they don't care about this community. But I want to assure you that we care, that myself, Chief Irons, and the men and women you see here today want nothing more than to make Raccoon a place in which our children can grow up without fear. Harris went on to detail the 3-point plan designed to bolster public confidence and keep Raccoon citizens from falling victim to violence. Besides hiring between 10 and 12 new police officers, the citywide curfew will remain in place through at least September, and Chief Irons will personally head a task force of several officers and detectives to continue searching for killers who took the lives of 11 people between May and July of this year. Cityside, September 14th, 1998. Renovation Op Umbrella Complex planned. Raccoon City. The Umbrella Chemical Plant, just south of downtown Raccoon, is due for major construction efforts, slated to begin next Monday. This will be the third such structural renovation in the last year for the thriving pharmaceutical company. According to Umbrella spokesperson Amanda Whitney, 2 of the laboratories inside the main plant will be fitted with several $1 million worth of new equipment designed for vaccine synthesis, and the building itself will receive a state-of-the-art security system. In addition, all of the connected office buildings will be upgrading computers over the next several weeks. But will this be a problem for downtown traffic? Said Whitney. With the Raccoon Police Building just finishing up yet another one of their renovations, we know the local commuters are getting pretty tired of blocked streets. We're going to do our best not to get in the way of downtown traffic. Most of the construction is internal, and the rest we'll be doing after business hours. The courtyard in front of the RPD building, our readers may remember, was recently repaved and landscaped after several mysterious cracks appeared in the cement and the topsoil. Traffic had to be diverted around 2 blocks of Oak Street for 6 days. When asked, why so many overhauls as of late, Whitney replied, Umbrella has stayed ahead of the competition for as long as it has by keeping up with current technology. It's going to be a busy couple of months, but I think it will be well worth the effort when we're finally through. Raccoon Weekly Editorial, September 17th, 1998. Irons to run? Raccoon City. Mayor Harris may be in for a rough race next spring. Weekly sources inside the RPD are saying that Brian Irons, chief of police for the last 4.5 years, may be running for the city's top office in the next election, facing off against the popular and, as of yet, unopposed Devlin Harris, already in office for 3 consecutive terms. Although Irons would not confirm his possible entry into the political arena, the one-time STARS member also refused to deny the rumor. With his approval rating at an all-time high ever since the secession of the summer's savage murders, as of yet unsolved, and the planned expansion of the RPD, Chief Irons may indeed be the man to knock Harris out of City Hall. The question is, will voters be able to forget about Irons' alleged involvement in the 1994 district land scam, or his rather expensive taste in art and interior design, which have turned parts of the RPD building into something more like a museum than a working office. Assuming he means to throw his hat into the ring, this reporter, for one, will be looking forward to examining Iron's financial records. Boa Cone Times, September 22, 1998. Teenager attacked in City Park, Raccoon City. At approximately 6:30 p.m. last night, 14-year-old Shauna Williamson was accosted by a mysterious stranger in downtown's Birch Street Park on the way home from softball practice. The man came out from behind a row of hedges at the south end of the park and knocked Miss Williamson off her bicycle before attempting to grab her. The teen managed to get away with only a few scratches, running to the nearby residence of Tom and Clara Atkins. Mrs. Atkins alerted the authorities, who conducted a thorough search of the park but found no sign of the attacker. According to the girl, through a police statement issued earlier this morning, the man appeared to be a transient. His clothes and hair were dirty, and she described a bad odor coming from him, a smell like rotten fruit. She also said that he seemed drunk, staggering and falling after her as she ran. With the plague of cannibalistic murders from May to July still unsolved, the RPD is taking Miss Williamson's encounter very seriously. The assailant bears a striking resemblance to the eyewitness reports of the gang members spotted in Victoria Park last June. Mayor Harris has called a press conference for later today, and Chief Brian Irons has stated already that with the first of the newly hired police officers expected this week, regular patrols will extend their routes to include the downtown park blocks.